a whole 3 days to apprehend a suspect involved in an internationally covered story. A scandal that only happens once in a quarter century. And even then, you've only got one of the 4 parties involved. That's pretty embarrassing, don't you think? Say what you want, but you can't argue the facts. I'm quite the catch, don't you think? Mm-mm. It's not exactly accurate, is it? Because you didn't catch me, did you? The only reason you have me right now is because I turned myself in. Double embarrassing. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Sure, yeah, we'll get to that in a second. Tell me, how's the public reacting? I mean, what, with my face and name headlining every article and news channel? It only makes sense that I'd be such a trending topic. The news cycle isn't the only thing I dominate. If you know what I mean. You'll find, Detective, that stories aren't the only instance where I always come out on top. I just hope those cameras got my good side. Oh, who am I kidding? I only have good sides. Anywho, if you'll just make sure that all of the fan mail that's bound to roll in gets sent to my cell, that would be perfect. Testy. I hadn't realized I got you so worked up. But don't worry, Detective. I'll give you everything you want and more. I know you're just dying to get into the dirty details, but be patient. I'd hate to finish so fast. I like to take my time, you know? I want to make you work for it. I want to make you wait for it. Soon, I'll be singing and you'll be screaming. See, you are just so confusing. First, you demand that I talk, and now you're telling me to shut up. Look, I can totally keep my mouth shut, but you'll just have to give me something to keep it busy. I just can't promise you I'll be quiet. Unless, that is, you bring in some of your muscle to get me in line. Those guys are scary, and they've only increased in number since the 19th, haven't they? But you know what? We can just go ahead and get started. I don't feel like having to deal with more security guards and officers than necessary, and I'm feeling generous today. Lucky you. Where do you want me to start? Let's see. It all started when I was nigh but a wee lassling. See, home life and school life were so very hard for me. I was just too smart, too pretty, too athletic, too. Well, you should have been more specific. How was I supposed to know where you wanted me to start in the story? Just for you, I'll give you the abridged version. My crew and I'll be calling them my crew because the deal we cut did not stipulate revealing their identities. Let's just call them Side Character 1, Side Character 2, and Side Character 3. Pay them no mind. I'm the star of the show after all. We were all approached by some seller who had a client that collected fine art. Rare fine art. Things you can only get at places like the Met, the Musée d'Orsay, and the Guggenheim and the British Museum, the Louvre. They only wanted the best and brightest, so naturally they came to me. You know, and be sure to write this down, I've got a cousin with a penchant for jewel thievery back in the States. I guess this sort of thing just runs in the family. She's got this nice back and forth with one of the officers in her area's precinct, though I wish she'd convinced me to get into this hobby sooner. Had I known detectives would be as cute as you, I would have robbed the Louvre ages ago. So, we get the offer, we set the terms, we accept the job. If my cousin were involved, she would have concocted some horribly convoluted, hard-to-follow, science-y plan. But that's not my style. I like to keep it simple. But you have to admit, stealing over $100 million worth of priceless jewelry with nothing but a truck, ladder, power tools, motorbikes, and disguises for one of the most celebrated museums in the world is Scooby-Doo levels of laughable. Triple embarrassing. Anyways, as I said, I was in charge of the plan, brains and beauty, I know, and it unfolded as follows. We had to time our arrival just right. We couldn't be there too early and stick out as totally not suspicious people doing totally not suspicious at a totally not suspicious and very empty time of the day, but we also couldn't get there too late where the crowds might prove to be a hindrance. We needed enough people roaming about to cover us, but not too many to slow us down. A window of time where suspicion was low, but some levels of activity were normal. That left us with a very narrow window of time, just 30 minutes after opening. We pulled up in a truck to the Gallery of Apollo balcony facing the Seine because it offered the best options for covert arrival as well as a quick escape. We were actually considering doing a river-based getaway, did you know that? But in the end, I decided against it. It would have been so messy, and though you, detective, don't seem to mind getting a little wet for me, side character 3 can't swim, so we went for a different option. Once we arrived, we used an extendable ladder to reach the second story. I was the only one fast enough to climb the ladder quickly, brains and beauty and brawn, I know. So I scaled my way up to one of the windows and made quick work of the panes. All of that grinding and grinding away. Don't be too jealous now, please. Once we carved out a big enough space, I went in along with side character 2. It was difficult, but I'll have you know I specialize in tight openings. We smashed a few cases, grabbed a few shinies, and left the building via motorbike as soon as the alarm started going off. And thus ends the tale of how a thief whose beauty bedazzled even a diamond triumphed over all. That is, until I ended up here. The moral of the story is, I was the most precious prize all along. Did you not hear what I just said? Of course I know what we stole, a couple of shinies, remember? Oh, bull. Significant relic this, priceless piece of history that. They're stones, you know. If you're looking for something to rock your world, look no further than here, detective. Yes, we dropped one of the crowns during our escape, I know. Is it really that big a deal? Again, they're rocks. Some of those stones are literal diamonds. Trust me, I'm an expert on hard things. Anyway, I'm sure they're fine. Get them polished and they're good as new. A nice glow always comes from a good rubbing, after all. Yeah, sure. I'm still talking about the jewels. But who knows? Maybe you shouldn't be taking gem care advice from me. I have tastes that are rather unconventional. No, I've never preferred such prim, refined cuts. Oh, no. My preference is rough. Raw. Still talking about gems, of course. Anyway, yes, the loss of the crown was rather annoying. Side character 1 was particularly sloppy, but while disappointing, I still looked amazing wearing the jewelry. Just the jewelry. I wouldn't dream of it, detective. They were treated with the utmost respect, I assure you. They were handled with complete and utter care. You'll find, detective, that I'm very good with my hands. I can be gentle. Or not, if you're into that. Well, that is the $1,000,000 question, isn't it? Or maybe I should say the $100 million question. I'll tell you where the jewels are stashed if you just say, "Pretty please," for me. You know, it's not quite what I had in mind, but I'll take it. I'll take anything I can get from you, detective. The stolen goods are hidden at an apartment at this address. Go ahead. Dispatch a force and go retrieve them right this instant. I suppose this marks the end of our star-crossed encounter, doesn't it? Well, aren't you obsessed with me? Just can't get enough, can you? I should have known you'd be asking for more. But a motive? That's all? If you really want to know, I'd always found myself getting into situations leaving me with sticky fingers and a big mess. I speak the language of stealth and know my way around a lock, even for more unconventional marks. Like, say, someone as guarded as you, detective. Just begging to be opened, and I'd love nothing more than to slip into your vault and strip the whole place clean. And if you were a part of the haul, you'd definitely be the only thing I would want to take home. But I digress. My jobs were just too small, my work too perfect. What's the point in being the best of the best if no one knew you were the best, you know? I want to be remembered. I want to be revered. The masses will soon be calling out my name, and by the end of our little session, so will you. So I thought to myself, what's the flashiest heist someone can pull? The Louvre, of course. Detective. I'm not done yet. Tell me, do you enjoy close-up magic? Rude, and I couldn't disagree more. Ending things with sleight of hand and gasps of awe and pleasure, it really is so satisfying. In any case, there's one golden rule to magic. Surely you know what that is. That's right, detective. The very best of tricks have layers of misdirection. Like, let's say a truly eye-catching, jaw-dropping, sensational heist of a renowned establishment that's bound to hold the attention of the world as well as security and law enforcement. Resources spread thin, ever vigilant for thieves that are clearly bound to be caught, right? Leaving certain areas of patrol understaffed while everyone is preoccupied, right? And so, security will be bolstered in these now vulnerable areas and paranoid establishments. More manpower equals more security, after all. Well, usually. Rushed increases in staffing usually leaves for some scheduling troubles and personal oversight. Guards will find that they're now working side by side with people that they usually aren't on shifts with. People they've never seen before. But that's okay because the thief is caught, the day is saved. Sure, there might still be those bolstered patrols, but they're relaxed now. Their guard is down, especially since the stolen goods have been located. And now the trick is over. I take my bows, and the applause is deafening. Distracting, even. But little does the audience know that the stage has just been set. No one really ever pays attention to side character 1, 2, and 3, now do they? Detective. When when was the last time the police have done a thorough assessment of the Musée d'Orsay? I did say our client collected fine art, not jewels. Hello, my loves. I did not realize that this script would be this filled with innuendos. Filled. Sorry. I gotta stop. I hope that the audio quality is at least a little bit better than it normally is. Cause I know, oh shoot, where am I at? Fuck, shit, no! I have, oh my god, I'm trying to find my Patreon list. Holy shit. Fuck. Where are the peoples? I'm trying to find the peoples. What the fuck? Okay, I'll give you like 10 seconds. I'm gonna pause the recording. Apologies, I'm back now. Sorry, I totally forgot to pull up my Patreon list. Ooh, shoot. I had to go and grab my other laptop for this. I'm going to thank them now so I can go ahead and move on with everything else that I've been wanting to say today, because my arm's getting tired. I'm like balancing it. I want to thank my patrons: Eco-Terrorist Thought, Crazy Cat, Voltis, Demetrius1610, Mr. Midnight, Cabru1001, Samantha, Wealthy Whale, Knock on Wood, and Shushelton. I'd like to take a second to thank each and every one of you just for your continuous support for me and my channel and everything just in general. Wow, guys, wow. Alright, now my arm can rest and I'm not balancing a like 10-pound laptop on my forearm. Anyway, so I particularly like, I like every single one of my scripts that I do, but I particularly like this one because I don't think I've done such a dramatic character as this before, and I am always so very dramatic. Anyways, just putting some stuff away, there we go. But yeah, I wanna go ahead and duly apologize for everything regarding this week, because I did have a bunch of different audio issues this week, because my audio only continued getting worse on my other laptop, and so I needed to come up with a solution. My solution was to get a new recording device. Now obviously I had tried everything. I tried recording on Discord and then recording that on a different device. I tried recording my screen while I was talking or anything at all. Turns out I was 100% right. It is, oh god, who's texting me? It is a computer issue. Okay, I'm gonna shut you up. Can you maybe not? Oh. There we go. I don't want my phone buzzing right now. Anyway. And so nothing was working. I had tried everything, and so someone else had come to me and said, hey, why don't you try plugging everything into my computer just to see if it's just a computer issue, just to rule it out once and for all. And so I did. And once I did, it sounded perfect. Perfect, I tell you. And I was really mad. I was really mad at that, because, I was mad at my computer because I'm just like, I spent so much time trying to fix the microphone thinking it was a microphone issue, or maybe it was a software issue, but no, it's something I can't change. And so, I came up with a little thing. I got myself this really nice, well, it's nice to me, it was on sale, a really good sale, actually. I got a small little Chromebook just for my software. All my editing, excuse me, all of my editing software and stuff is going to be on my normal computer. But however, I don't. I lost my train of thought. So this Chromebook is just for recording, and I'm still trying to fuck around with all of the software settings and stuff like that, but the actual like recording is a lot smoother, and it's very crisp, not crunchy. There's a difference. It's very nice, comparatively. I'm still trying to figure it out, but honestly, I'm just really glad that it's somewhat fixed. You can hear me breathing now, which is really good, actually. And I can make little kiss noises. I don't know if I caught on that particular one, because I am trying it with a pop filter right now. Go. I can kiss you guys properly now. I can give kisses in the audios now, and I don't have to pre-record it on something else, which is great. Yay. So I think this is the new start of something good. Yeah, I'm really excited. So I'm gonna go ahead and export this, and I'm gonna go ahead and get this out for you guys. I wanted to make this really special, and yeah, I think I did. It's a little bit longer than I usually do. So, yeah, I hope you guys like it. I love every single one of you, and I'm so glad for everyone who has stayed with me this far. I love all of you. Bye-bye.